Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Leon Master. Welcome back to another Overwatch League news video. And today, guys, we have a decent amount to go over. There has been some news recently. Unfortunately, I was kind of late to this video. I wanted to make it last night, but things came into the way. But we are now making the video now. Some news, most of you guys probably already know at this point. It's been a couple of days this news has been out. At the start of the video, we are going to talk about a leak that is pretty obvious, but it's coming from Halo Thoughts once again. Basically kind of confirming, Halo's been kind of right a lot this season, so he's basically kind of confirming that the leaks have been true with the London Spitfire. We're going to start off with that one. To start it off, Halo of Thoughts has said that, according to sources, that the London Spitfire have signed Molf1G and Hadi. We've already known this from the really early leaks coming in, I think even October, about the British Hurricane and the London Spitfire making a move towards their roster on contenders and promoting that, and it's going to be Molf1G and Hadi. These guys have been one of the best, if not the best, tank duo of all of contenders. It's been for a hot minute now. Looking at EU contenders, maybe not all of contenders. These guys have been consistently good throughout contenders the entire time. They've been having top performances non-stop over and over again, and just in general, the entire British Hurricane have been just insane in contenders. One of the best teams we've ever seen in contenders, honestly, in a hot minute. British Hurricane doing a lot of good moves. We already know their coaching staff. It is a pretty good coaching staff on top of that. And the players they have are going to definitely be solid coming into this next season with the London Spitfire, the British Hurricane. I definitely think I'll talk about it a little bit more in depth whenever it does happen, because we still don't know what their roster is actually going to be. Mainly in one part is the hit scan, because SparkR is going to be underage until June, so they still need a hit scan player to come in for that spot for a couple months. And maybe he'll be better than SparkR, but maybe SparkR will keep playing because of the synergy he has with the entire British Hurricane. Now on to the next signing that really blew everyone away. No one expected the signing in a long time if it was ever going to happen, but it happened. It feels fake to even say it and even look at it still. Is basically the Boston Uprising have signed Tsuna to the roster, which is just really weird to think of. Tsuna on the Boston Uprising going to this team. Even Overwatch League in general, signing former Overwatch League players has been weird. They almost never do that, it feels like. So now they're signing Tsuna to the roster. It sucks to see Tsuna not really find a team. It only came to the Boston Uprising. We all know that almost every team in the Overwatch League has found like a really good hit scan for their team. Boston Uprising had I'm 37. Now they have Tsuna. And the question is, what's going to happen with those two? Because I have a thing that I'm thinking of is the Boston Uprising is going to sign a Korean off-tank. I think we'll see I'm 37 actually play a lot more. But if they are going to keep Punk, I definitely think we will see a rotation with Tsuna and I'm 37. Tsuna plays maybe like the Tracer, the Sombra, maybe even the Reaper. I'm 37 plays more of the McCree, Widow, and things on the lines of that. And I definitely think we'll see rotation when it comes to that on certain maps, on certain map types, hybrid, all of that. I think it will all come to that with Tsuna and I'm 37 because they both play certain hit scans and they're better at those certain hit scans on top of that. So Tsuna, actually a good addition, good seeing him here. Now we just need to wait and see if the leaks from Halo of Thoughts are also true on top of that, which is Faith and Valentine. If those are true, Boston's look like a really good team this next year, and hopefully they sign Gable Shi. I really love to see that signing coming in for the Boston Uprising because WGS Phoenix has been all over this team, kind of like a core. You have Faith, you have Lori's the coach, you have Valentine, and just I'm 37 too. It's just a good core they're building right now. I love to see Gable Shi, but he's also rumored to join Philly. He's rumored to join LA Gladiators. I really don't see LA Gladiators happening anymore, but it's still rumor. All around, soon the Boston Uprising, good addition, honestly. Hopefully they find a good rotation. I definitely think that will be the case. Lori's a great coach, and we'll see some good things happen with this roster. Now on to the Paris Eternal. They have announced finally Tsuna joining this roster. He was leaked many months ago, or maybe even a couple weeks ago, I should say, that he was going to be on the Paris Eternal. And the thing that interests me the most about this tweet is that it says our new main DPS player for the 2021 season, which is weird to see. Maybe they meant the straight up hit scan, main hit scan player, but I really have a hard time seeing them start. They have players like Onigod and Naga. Obviously, if it comes to double hit scan meta, he's obviously going to start. Tsuna, and then you also have Onigod. Gonna happen for sure. I still think this is actually a really good pickup from the Paris Eternal. A lot of people, recency bias looking at him from the Vancouver Titans days that he was bad, but he was on some really bad ping, probably some of the worst ping you could have gotten in the Overwatch League. Now he's going to have maybe no ping, maybe, or at least the ping's going to be a little bit better type thing. So maybe we'll see Tsuna play a little bit more better when it comes to double hit scan metas, because we definitely won't see him play all the time unless obviously Onigod is sick or he can't play those couple of games and he'll come in for that. But I definitely think the main DPS that we'll actually be playing is Onigod when it comes to the hit scan area, and also Onigod can flex a little bit. So Onigod's definitely going to be a mainstay into that starting lineup, and then Naga and Tsuna will probably come in and out a couple of times as well for the starting DPS lineup for the Paris Eternal. But other than that, Paris Eternal is actually done at the roster now. This is their final signing of the offseason, which was expected to see. They had a lot of money issues. They needed 7 players to actually play in the Overwatch League, so this was their final one. They're done now. I don't even see even in the middle of the season they're going to make any pickups unless they're in desperate need of a new pickup, maybe a new flex port for double flex port meta, but I definitely think they're fine in Neptuno and Khan. So I think Paris Eternal, this is going to be the roster throughout the entire season, and they're done. This is it. If you want to expect any more signings, I don't think it's going to happen because of money issues, unless they pop off really well in the season and they win maybe a tournament or two, but I don't see it happening. I will say there is going to be some more news with the Paris Eternal sometime soon, at least I hope there will be, is their coaching staff. They have no coaches announced, not even hinted at, it feels like. So we still need to see the coaching staff. I definitely think the coaching staff will really make or break this team because they actually have a really solid team looking at it. Then on to the last thing, the New York Excelsior. Not really a lot to talk about here because I don't really know Friday that much. But yes, JJoNaK and Friday have been officially announced to be joining the NYXL. We already knew JJoNaK was going to stay in the NYXL. They've said that numerous times. They're just kind of going through each role for their team. They went through tanks. It was Yakpeng and Bianca. Now they're on supports. It's JJoNaK and Friday. And JJoNaK, going to be a great player. Probably going to be a mainstay in the NYXL for a hot minute now. Probably for a few more years, honestly, because he's just such a good player for this team. Then you have Friday, which I honestly don't know that much about Friday. I've done a lot of research. I've seen a lot of stuff in the middle. Not insane, not really bad. But a lot of people who have watched Contenders consistently have said Friday was alright. Probably not the best main sport you could have gotten. But also, according to Halo of Thoughts, Friday really impressed NYXL in scrim. So that's also another good thing. But also, don't want to put all your scrim bucks into that, if you want to say. But yeah, Friday coming in for this team. He pressed in scrims. Definitely don't want to put all of your scrim bucks into that just yet. But Friday and JJoNaK may be a solid duo. I don't see this duo being a top tier duo personally from my research I've looked at. Maybe I'll go over a few more VODs of Friday, but I need to be proven, I guess is the word, of Friday. I'm not sold on Friday just yet, being the main sport coming from this team, just looking at public opinion and some of my research. But if he impressed NYXL and the team that is in this team with the NYXL, I do think Friday has the chance to be like a hidden gem, with the Houston Outlaws. I always say the Houston Outlaws tank duo could be a hidden gem coming in this next season. We don't think they're going to be good, but they could end up being really, really good, and that could be the case with Friday. He could be a hidden gem. He could be absolutely insane. Just giving y'all some hope for the NYXL fans, seeing if Friday's good or not. Definitely, recommend, I'm going to do it too, is go into some VODs from Mosey Gaming and just watch Friday. Maybe he'll dominate and actually impress me. But what have I seen? He's been kind of alright. He's been solid, not insane. Anyways, guys, that was it for all the news. It really sucks nothing has really happened these past couple of days, maybe even weeks. We get one thing occasionally, but that's it. We have London Spitfire coming out with more leaks of Halo of Thoughts. Basically the same thing we've already talked about. Not a huge main thing to talk about. We have Tsuna, the Boston Uprising. Really excited to see how this works out. Tsuna with the Paris Eternal. Gonna be excited to see if he gets to play a lot more than he did on last season with the Vancouver Titans. He played for like 2 weeks, and that was it. And then you also have NYXL announcing their supports. Hopefully they're going to be good coming in this next season. Anyways, guys, now that the Paris Eternal roster is over, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you guys think it's going to be solid? Probably one of the worst teams. I definitely think Paris Eternal will be near like the bottom of the NA region because they don't really have, that good of a roster compared to other rosters this next season. A lot of rosters this next season are actually really crazy. They're insane. They're cracked, honestly. They're really good. But Paris Eternal, going to probably be near the bottom. Also, Vancouver Titans. We'll just need to see how everything kind of turns out with this team. Anyways, guys, it's going to be for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to stay more in tune with Overwatch League news and Overwatch League stuff in general, don't forget to subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to join my Discord down below as well. And don't forget to follow my Twitter and my Twitch. And don't forget to hit that bell. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.